Hello there, Tattoo Jared here. In this video, I'd like to discuss an issue that's very near and dear to me because I try to do things that are against the norm in an entrepreneurial way. And as any of you other entrepreneurs or people who are going off of the beaten path and doing something against the conventional norms will have most likely understood is your friends and family are not the people to be going for encouragement of any kind. And in fact, they'll probably end up doing the opposite in most cases. They'll probably tell you all the things and all the reasons why they can't do it. But I'll tell you this. When you listen to them, know two things. One, they're only telling you their own limitations, not yours, right? And they may even think they're helping you, but in reality, they're also probably trying to confirm to themselves the choices they made in their own lives, right? To make it seem like a better idea to them. So if they're working a work week for somebody else where they're stuck looking forward to weekends and vacation times to have a life, they're going to want to make that as justifiable as possible in their own minds. And as someone who wants to do their own thing like myself, I got to understand a couple things. One, the competition is the fiercest at the level of mediocrity. Again, the competition is the fiercest at the level of mediocrity. All the people that just go to college and compete over the same kinds of jobs as doctors and lawyers and bachelor's degrees, master's degrees. Conventional methods also provide conventional results. And I don't know about you guys out there, but that's not what I want for my life. And another thing I like to remember is I will be able to help people the best way possible, the way I want to help them, if I succeed in doing the things I want to do. I want to be a coach, counselor, hypnotist, have a successful YouTube channel, have a successful podcast, be able to be a good speaker. And by doing those things, I'll be able to give my gifts to the best of my ability. And I've learned through helping people in the helping people fields, I can't help people the way I want to help them if I'm working for somebody else. I'm stuck in their rules. I'm stuck working under their umbrella. And that's not right for me. I need to always understand that, hey, what I want to do works out, the universe will benefit. Not just me, but everyone will benefit. And that's another thing that's really important to remember. Everyone can benefit depending on what your why is. My why is I want to kind of jujitsu the universe, right? Where I want to use my experiences with mental illness, problems with relationships with women, problems with self-esteem and confidence, to flip those around, the hardest things that life has given me, and flip them around to help people down the very same path that I went down. And to help them through it, because I've been there. And because I can help people that are in those situations in a way that people who have never been in those situations can't. Bottom line, right? I don't think you need to have the experience personally to help someone, but I will say that it gives you a perspective on the issue that unless you have experience with it, you could never have. I think that's pretty undeniable as well. And I wanted to make my impact on this world. And there are things I always remember, like Jim Carey's thing of sometimes all we have to do is ask the universe for what we want and let go of any limitations or any expectations on how it comes to pass. Or as Jocko would say, if there's any adversity out there, just say to yourself, good. It's like, your parents won't encourage you and they want you to go work in a warehouse? Good. Build your resolve to work harder every day to get what you want. Or your friends and family try to tear you down and tell you all the ways it can't work. It's like, good. You begin to think of more ways that it could work. And just remember, out there, when we succeed, because it's not if to me, it's going to be when. When we succeed, the world will be a better place for it. We'll be able to live things on our terms. And something like the power of Patreon can go a really far way for this, which is a service where you can donate money to podcast creators and YouTube channel creators, and it can really help people out, right? If you get 100,000 YouTube subscribers, you get 5,000 of them to give you $2 a month, very small investment, that's $10,000 a month. That's nothing to sneeze at. And I'll make another video at another point about the power of Patreon, but one thing I like to do is I like to give the content creators, right? I don't want to receive anything without giving. The universe doesn't seem to like that very much. But this is important. I don't want to work for 40 years in some dead-end, meaningless job that hardly has a meaning. I want to live a life with a purpose. I want to look back at my life. I'm 33 years old right now. When I'm 80 years old, I want to look back and say, thank God I at least tried and swung for the fences. And hopefully I'll be saying, thank God I did because I succeeded. Right? Hopefully. I don't want to look back at my life and say, damn it, I wish I would have did this. Damn it, I wish I would have tried that. Damn it, I wish I wouldn't have given up. Don't ever give up, just like Jimmy V said. We all have some gifts out there. And granted, being great's not for everybody. It absolutely isn't. Society would not be able to continue if everyone was great. But if you even stumbled upon this video, it means that you might be one of those lucky bastards that's going to be able to live a way that most people only dream of, right? You can never make it rich working for someone else. Create something. The best part about this is when you create something and you're doing something you really enjoy and it doesn't feel like work, you're much more likely to do it well. Much more likely to do it well. And not only that, as Waldo Emerson said, nothing great can be accomplished without enthusiasm. If you don't like what you're doing, how can you be enthusiastic? And don't listen to the naysayers out there that say, oh, Jared, most people don't like their jobs. Fuck all that. No. Like, I refuse to let that be my life, as I hope to inspire others to have it refuse to be their lives too. If you stumbled upon this, maybe you have a gift to give, or you have something that's supposed to be created, a book, a song, anything, a product, whatever it is, just go for the gold, man. What the hell do you have to lose? And the Navy SEALs always say we can always accomplish 20 times, not that I'm a Navy SEAL, but they say that almost all of us can accomplish 20 times more in a day than we think we can, right? Some people have families out there and other economic obligations, but when we prioritize and set up our time properly, we can do some things. And the next time you think about saying to yourself, I don't have time, just say instead, oh, it's not a priority, and see how that feels instead. So to all my creators out there, people with the entrepreneurial spirit, people who want to do their own thing, keep going. Follow that light, follow that feeling that would maybe want to die if you had to conform. Follow the light and follow where your heart's leading you. And when your heart and your passions and your skill set all match, man, that's a special combination right there. Interesting, educational, entertaining. If you can provide all of that in a product, you're ready to rock and roll, baby. So that's Tattooed Jared, signing out.